Red Bull's Alex Albon has come under a lot of criticism from former drivers and F1 fans on social media for his performance during the Eiffel Grand Prix. Former F1 driver turned commentator Martin Brundle has now given his take on it in his column with Sky Sports and has now explained how Albon can come out of it all. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Max Verstappen has broken Alex Albon. Brundle began by summing up Albon's current state of mind. Max's brilliance has broken the confidence of another teammate in Alex Albon, who had a shocker really, no other word for it. He then summarised everything that went wrong for him during the race. Locked brakes, flat-spotted tyres, pulling back onto the racing line despite not being fully past Daniel Kvyat's AlphaTauri, penalty points on his licence and a time penalty in the race, complaining on the radio that the AlphaTauris were racing him so hard, then an apparent water leak retiring his car. It's a long way back from there, and his credit in the bank from the Mugello podium has been heavily eroded. Brundle signed off by looking at similar moments from his own career and elaborating on what he did and suggested Albon do the same. A couple of times against Senna in F3 and Schumacher in F1, I found myself in a hole, and with nothing to lose and assuming it was all over. I simply rebounded from rock bottom and let the natural talents and experience flow in a carefree way and started beating them. That's what Alex needs to do if he can. Fast feed. AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly doesn't know when he will hear from Red Bull, but he hopes these results will be rewarded in the future. He also added that he is in a good position and that he has to constantly show good performance, and he is sure there will be good options for him in the future. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner explained that Albon had a pretty sensible weekend. He was a lot closer to his teammate than he was in Russia. Martin Brundle has stated that Michael had 15 races less to get to 91 race wins, and Lewis had many more races per season in his peak years. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has said their new strategy is to give the sub-brands a larger marketing platform. He further elaborated that it's AMG, it's EQ, it's Maybach, and he thinks it's good that each of those brands gets a specific touch. He, however, reiterated that the F1 team will always be a Mercedes, the chassis will always be a Mercedes, the team name will always be a Mercedes, and they are all Mercedes people. Red Bull's Max Verstappen feels that it is expected if he races with Gasly, as Albon has taken over the seat from Pierre, so it is logical that he will make it difficult for him. He also added that Pierre certainly doesn't have to let him get ahead of him either. He further pointed out that they leave each other from the Red Bull program's space, and that didn't happen between Alex and Daniel. Normally, they look out for each other a bit more. Future Renault driver Fernando Alonso got to drive a Renault F1 car during their filming day and explained that the last time he drove a Renault engine was in 2018 and he felt a step forwards. This for him is quite important, and he further explained that everything felt good. He, however, wasn't able to maximise the performance of the car because he's not up to speed yet, but he's happy with the day. Where will Gasly be racing next season? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.